I gotta scoot back. Hey, everybody. I got another guest today.
Hello, everybody.
2 days in a row. We have no view because it's hazy. And he's got his glasses on. He's gotten sunburned this weekend.
Just out doing a lot of yard work.
Yeah, staying busy. Anyway, grab our tea. We got tea. We'll have tea with Justin this afternoon. Is it clean? I didn't even...
It had coffee in it earlier. So
That's what I got. I got my coffee mug too. Yep, we got tea. This is our Wise Women's tea. We placed another order for some?
Soon. And this, I believe this second order is going to have some decaf options in it for anybody that wants decaf.
Yeah, we got Tulip coming to join us. Can you see her in the background? Yeah, she thinks she's gonna go back out the treehouse with Robert.
Oh, it's kind of hot.
Yeah, I made
Cheers.
it at 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's breezy out here.
As you can see, Mom's hair isn't the only hair that's getting a little long. Before long, I'm gonna have to break out the man bun.
No man bun for you.
No, it's getting pretty long. It's almost high school length here for me. So.
Gonna have a mullet before long.
Yep, we're
going for the mullet.
Going for the mullet. It's not
and the ponytail.
It's not
in the
quite
back.
there yet. So.
Yeah. Well, we're getting to be about the same color. I got a lot more.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, Justin's gonna be a wise woman now. He likes his tea. He likes to drink tea. So does Ben. Ben loves tea.
I've always liked a good Earl Grey. It's kind of got the same flavor as the Earl Grey.
But it's got medicinal. It's got green tea in it and black tea and Earl Grey. It's wonderful stuff. Smells good too.
It is a beautiful afternoon, but we might have some thunderstorms popping up in our neck of the woods a little bit later. And right now, breeze is blowing, wind chimes are chiming, and got sun trying to pop out a little bit.
They're loud too. The wind chimes are loud.
But good afternoon to everybody, and happy tea time. And just wanted to, I had to make a special delivery to Mom. She was running out of office paper for her printer, and brought some paper up to her, so she's restocked to print off questions.
Tomorrow's question and answer day, and Liz is going to start a thread for y'all to put your questions in, and she'll send them.
You doing it a day early?
No, that's Liz will still start a thread, but I got to have printer paper to print out the questions on Thursday. I'm mixed up. I've been working on Wednesday all day, and that's how I get. Yeah, your
Today
mother's
is
not
Cinco de Mayo, Mom. Cinco de Mayo, and it also lands on Taco Tuesday. So,
it all fits together.
Mm-hmm. Taco Tuesday and Cinco de Mayo. I'm sure there's not going to be very many people that get to go out to their favorite Mexican restaurants this evening unless you get it to go. But
hey,
would be a fun thing to do. I think we're actually having fajita night in my house, and I am cooking steak fajitas. I believe is what I'm doing. So,
no chicken.
No chicken. We had chicken last night. I'm not doing chicken 2 nights in a row. I just get kind of burned out on the chicken. So
it is hot, isn't it? Somebody's working over there. Oh, there's the flame azalea. Can you get a picture of that with your phone?
Yeah, I believe I can.
I don't think the camera will show it.
Let's see if I can.
It's popping out. That's the one I told you not to cut down. You may have to. There, you can see it just a little bit.
The flame azalea.
I love flame azaleas.
Anyway, I hope everybody is prepped and ready for dinner in a few hours, depending on what time zone you're in. Here in the east, we still got a little ways. Just got through packing up a bunch of Flylady orders to go out. People are buying a lot of the microfiber cloths, and which are a great deal right now, by either being a BOGO or the half off with the mini pink rags, and also our really good deal that we have going on right now with our Big Mop half off on the Big Mop. It is a great deal. We've tried to continue to give you guys these the best deals that we can offer, especially during this time when you're at home, taking care of your homes and your families, so you can keep on staying on your Flylady routines and stay on the Flylady bandwagon.
Yeah, we've been decluttering our kitchens this week and trying to get things detail clean a little bit in there. I have a junk drawer I'm working on, just plucking things out and getting rid of things. So I'm not going to send anything to your house.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Usually, I have a terrible secret. One of my worst things about my house is I like to do a lot of activities, whether it's camping or canoeing, kayaking,
Fishing.
I do a lot of fishing,
Boating.
and all these things have gear, and they have a spot. But my garage is a 2-car garage, which is a lot like a lot of folks in America. But it only has a spot for 1 car because I stage a lot of my gear in there, and it has other places that it's supposed to live. But when I get back from a trip, it usually just sits there in a big stage pile area. And I have not put a lot of my stuff away yet, so that's something that
And he's getting ready to go Friday.
Yep. We're gonna at least go and do something fun out with the family, so and still social distance and have a lot of fun times. But we love being in the outdoors. That's one of the reasons why we love living here in Western North Carolina. There's a lot of fun places to go and do and
within
see.
minutes of the house.
Within just minutes to up to 2 hours away, and it's still all in these here mountains. It's a beautiful place. If you ever get a chance to visit after we get through our pandemic times, it is a great place to come and unwind. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. These mountains are usually very, very green, as you can see behind me. It's just a lot of green, more green than you ever thought you could ever see.
We love it here. I know when I first moved here, I was a little claustrophobic because I felt like the trees were all on top of me because we grew up with not a lot of trees. We had turn rows that had trees on them, but that was about it.
Yeah, we grew up in a lot of wide open spaces. Not necessarily the Midwest, but we were really close to it in our part of the South. And just a lot
on the Mississippi River. We had a lot of fun times.
A lot of wide open fields and the fertile farmland of the heartland. So.
And pecan trees in the turn rows. That's where they got planted, and that's where people would go collect pecans.
It is indeed. And
or, as Robert says, pecans.
Pecans. It's all good, especially if you know how to make a pie with one. That's one of my personal favorites.
Well, Robert loves making pies.
With a big thing of homemade whipped cream on top. That's not quite a going along with your hot sprint melt, but that is a really good pie for later in the year. So.
Yeah, we're done with carbs. Is Emily still making bread?
No, she's not making bread with her starter right now. She's making crepes.
Crepes,
which are a little bit more protein rich, but they still do have some carbs in it. But she can make these crepes, and you can use it as a flour tortilla kind of thing, or wrap some eggs in it and have like a crepe. You can put peanut butter on it with a banana in it, and have like a nice little snack. That's kind of what Sarah's been having. But Emily's either made flour tortillas or she's made crepes. The crepes seem to be a little more pliable. The tortillas that she's made look like they're more like little mini pizza crust. You can't really fold them too well. So.
Oh, yeah. Tulip wants in on this.
Yep.
She's wet. She is a wet puppy. Don't you jump up on me, girl. She's been in the pond.
I know.
She really wants to be in the center of attention.
But yes, we just want to continue to thank everybody for supporting us at Flylady as we try to help you and support you with getting your homes and lives organized. Mom is your best cheerleader that you could ever have, but she's also pretty good at being a drill sergeant, which is how she is to me a lot of times. So.
Oh, you're more drill sergeant to me than I am to you, because you're a perfectionist. It didn't suit him that I had a stand here. He had to go get another stand, and because it wasn't holding the phone just to suit him. He comes from a long line of perfectionists. Granny
Well,
Elizabeth.
sometimes I know what I want, and I want to, and that's what I want. So.
Oh well, live and learn.
Anyway, I hope everybody is getting their homes and ready for this weekend, and hopefully have some good weather. Most of the country, most of North America, I would have to say, is going to get ready for our last gasp of cold air. So
he's our personal weatherman, y'all.
Wherever you are in most of North America, if you're in North America, it's going to be a little chilly. And if in our part of the world, there's a good chance we're going to have a pretty good frost again. We're going to get down to at freezing or below freezing, and
I've been planting stuff today.
It's not abnormal for us to get cold that late. That's why here in the mountains of Western North Carolina, they always say, don't plant your vegetable garden, until after Mother's Day.
Well, if the seeds are under the ground, they're okay. If nothing's come up. So I planted stuff under the ground. I planted a bunch of butterfly weed today, and Robert did too. I planted a bunch, and butterfly weed the monarchs love, and they lay their eggs on it. So it's an orange flower, and we just adore it. Just adore it. So
is that kin to the Buddleia bush, which is the butterfly bush?
No, it's not kin to that one. It's just it's a difference. When it comes up, Robert's got a good picture of it. And it's just a great accent flower, but it grows wild here. And I love native plants. And so I bought a bunch of, they're called gorilla pods. And it's little pieces of clay that's been extruded. It looks like poop. It's called gorilla poop. And they put the seeds in the mixture, and it holds the moisture. So he's planted a bunch down front in the front field, so we'll get some down there. I planted some up here around the pond, and Tulip doesn't chew them up. We'll be good. Here comes the cat. The cat jumped in my lap the other day. Here it comes.
The cat.
He likes being the center of attention too.
The cat wants to be on camera as well.
He did get in my lap. He might jump in yours. He hasn't gotten in the pond, but he has been fishing. He used to bring fish in the house from the pond. So I thought of something I wanted for Mother's Day today, and now I've forgotten it.
Did it have anything to do with cooking?
No.
Was it a pizza stone for the grill?
No, Robert made me one.
Okay.
Robert made me one out of some of the granite out front. You'll have to go look at it in a minute.
Yeah.
I thought of it, and then it's gone now.
Well, if it comes back to you, you just tell me, and we'll try to... We'll see if we can find it somewhere, or at least make it. I know the pizza stone I've had for my grill, I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I did homemade pizzas again the other night, and which was really, really nice, because it was kind of a really, really warm day here in Western North Carolina. I think we got up to like 85, and it was nice to do the homemade pizzas out on the grill.
Having an outdoor kitchen is a wonderful idea in the summertime.
It really keeps you from heating up your kitchen, because, depending on how big your kitchen is, our kitchen is like a butt-and-a-half kitchen. That's what we like to call it.
Well, Emily's tiny.
It gets kind of tight between the island and all your cooking spots, and the oven's right there as well. And if you're cooking pizza, somebody's having to roll out the dough, which is usually Emily. And then she hands me the crust on a peel, and then I'm opening the oven back and forth, and it gets so hot. But if you're outside, it's very, very nice. It keeps the kitchen from getting so hot.
And we hadn't even turned our air conditioner on yet.
Yeah, but they live in the woods, and that's,
It's 20 degrees cooler than at
most
his
people
house.
don't have these trees over their house like this. So.
Well, the trees can be a pain.
But
they leaning away from the house. We like to lean away from the house. That one's kind of leaning toward the house a little bit. Now the cat's trying to get in the picture. Yeah. It's never a dull moment.
But anyway, I hope all the mothers out there have a great Mother's Day coming up this weekend, and get to spend time with their families. But I'm sure they've had plenty of time to spend with their families over the past 6 weeks.
Give me a break.
Everybody probably actually wants a little break, but it's just kind of how it goes. But hopefully you'll be able to get outside in a yard, or maybe even if you have the ability to go to a park or a nice outdoor space and social distance and stay apart from people. Enjoy God's creation and.
Yeah, we gave up social distancing between the two of us what was it, 2 weeks ago?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we were doing really well, and then Leanne came up yesterday, and we're going to their house for dinner tomorrow. So we're ready for the quarantine to be gone.
Well, it will be before long. We'll find out what happens here in North Carolina. Other states are starting to open up a little bit, and we just hope that everybody stays safe out there. I'm sure, between the fear of this and the actual badness of it, how it really does affect some people really, really bad. Hopefully, we'll learn how to be a little bit more hygienic and.
Well, we learned all this in first grade. We just forgot it.
And mindful of how we breathe on people, or how of our sneezes, and how far if you've got coffee breath, if somebody can smell your coffee breath, then you're probably a little too close. So it's things like that we've probably really always known, but kind of getting back to just a common sense approach of how we should be mindful of our bodies.
Somebody said they asked for the carpet sweeper and the feather duster for Mother's Day. That's a good thing.
Well, I might have shipped one out just a little while ago. I shipped out a feather duster and a carpet sweeper together with I think a pack of purple rags. So all in one box. So anyway, I was listening to the news on the way over here, and they were talking about this one flight, this one air carrier. They have a plan to have a section of the airplane, probably closer to the front or whatever, where you can pay an upcharge if you want to, like if it's like 3 seats and then the aisle in the middle. If you want to have the seat in the middle to be empty, you could take the aisle seat and then you get to keep the middle seat free. And then one of the news anchors was like, well, what about the guy on the aisle? Is he just going to be freeloading off of my seat that I buy if I buy the one in the middle? So I thought that was kind of funny. It's a lot of creative ways that airlines are probably going to come up with new ways to do things like that.
One thing I saw was turning the middle seat around so that you're facing the opposite direction, and then putting like your own Jeopardy, and they put those plexiglass things up beside you so you can't cheat off the other person. Mm-hmm. Well, they put those plexiglass panels up. Then they have to clean those. What I was thinking about Uber. Poor Uber. They've really had a rough time of it. And
who wants to ride in a strange person's car right now?
Exactly. I mean, my car is my car. But, at doctor's offices, they have these sheets of paper that they pull out over the seats, over the bench you have to sit on. And then they tear it off and throw it away. Why don't they do that for cars?
Oh yeah, that would probably be a great idea. I know that my personal experience with Uber is, a lot of times when I've used Uber, I've got into the front seat beside the driver because the driver's like, "Yeah, come on up." I guarantee you that's not going to happen anymore. He's not going to want anybody in that passenger seat.
I've sat in the front seat with a taxi driver in New York City one time, and I was terrified because it was sort of a minivan, and this was a real taxi driver, and he was just right on top of everything as fast as he could go. And one time we were in San Francisco, and we looked up on Yelp a place to eat, and this taxi driver took us there, and he was one of these fast start, fast stops, just...
Ooh, I can't do that. I get car sick.
I get car sick too. And finally, I just asked him, I said, "Do you get points if you hit pedestrians?" He said, "We get points on our license," in some accent that I didn't understand. And Robert understood him, and he says the best taxi ride he'd ever had. And he
like
tipped
a roller
him,
coaster ride.
Yeah, he tipped him well, and I was not happy. I was not happy with that ride at all. It was horrid.
Yeah, Miriam, I've seen that as well. It's like Uber Eats has gotten really popular in a lot of places in the country. That's a, you know, an option for people. There's a lot of rural places like around here where it's not an option.
We don't have DoorDash.
But it's
we don't have anything.
it is extremely popular. A lot of people are using it, and it has been able to keep restaurants going, and also a lot of the Uber drivers. And so if you have that availability, and you've got your favorite restaurant, do it.
Keep them in business.
Do it if you can do it. I mean, it is a neat thing. So.
Well, we've talked 30 minutes. Well, we were late getting started.
Yeah,
we were late.
Sorry
We're
about
sorry.
that. I was running behind. I was trying to get those orders out. So.
Well, you go home and Cinco de Mayo. Somebody sent me a picture this morning of a shiny sink with a jar of mayo in it. Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. That's funny. Well, our best to you and your families, and through this crisis. We love you guys, and hopefully we'll all get through this together. And we at Flylady are here for you. We're here to help you out in any way we can, whether it's shipping out your order, or if you've got questions about how to tackle a certain area of your house when it comes to cleaning, or if you've got a great testimonial. We love to hear from you. Your testimonials are amazing. Your questions are always amazing too. We love to answer those. So,
last night I saw walking across the floor the biggest ant I have ever seen. So I scooped it up, and Robert scooped the first one up. I scooped the second one up, and we threw it outside, and then it came back 2 more times. And finally I killed one of them.
yeah, those carpenter ants love to come out this time of year. Those nuts are really big.
They're huge.
Yeah, they will pinch you too. They've got little pinchers and stuff like that. We've got our handrails, like Mom's handrails here. We've got it's that time of year, carpenter bees, the big black bees. They're boring holes in our handrail, and they're just, man, they love to eat wood. And I wouldn't want to. I've hit them with my ball cap a couple times and knocked them down.
You got a tennis racket?
Those things are incredibly tough. I mean, you can smack them with a ball cap, and they hit the deck, and then they just pop right back up and keep flying. And I've been meaning to grab one and look at it, but I'm afraid. I don't think he'll sting me, but I think he'll bite me. The way they eat the wood and stuff. So I don't know. Anyway.
Well, what was the weather last night where we grew up?
I had a pretty good sized thunderstorm. That's the thing about this time of year. You've got the clash, the clash of the seasons going on, and you can have a lot of severe weather out there. So stay safe and keep your eyes to the sky. Listen to your local news channel or your local National Weather Service office, and they can keep you apprised of any bad weather that's going on. And if you've got a nice little weather app, you can set alerts on your phone. I'll let you know when there's a severe weather warning for your area, and just to be safe out there. It's that time of year, especially in the center part of our country. It can be very, very deadly. So,
Tornado Alley. Well, y'all be good. I'll see you back here in the morning. Tomorrow is anti-procrastination day, and we're going to get some things done, because I know what's hiding under your sink. And somebody the other day, I said something about the bag lady essay that went out. She said, "How did you know I had bags in my closet?" I said, "Because I've been there. I've done that." Yep. So we're gonna detail clean in the kitchen and get rid of some things, and I might even do the show from the kitchen. Patty should be on here. She was on here a while ago.
Doing the show from the kitchen is a great idea.
Yeah, this little stand will set up on the counter, and I can do it and talk to them.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can show them what you're prepping for dinner.
I'm going to Leanne's tomorrow, so I'm not prepping for dinner.
Well, maybe you can prep for the next time.
I might do that the next. Well, I got question answer day on Thursday.
There you go.
Anyway, I haven't heard if Dina's out of surgery yet. I've got to send Jay a message.
I think they just said something right there. She just got out of surgery and she's doing great.
Oh, good. Good.
Anyway, thank you all for your prayers for Dina and for Ben, and we'll continue to keep praying for the world, for our nation,
For all of us, yeah.
for all of us going through all this. So thank you again for your support. We love you guys, and Mom, we'll see you in the morning.
Bye. Thanks for coming, son.